French marketplace. This is how the quarters look, y'all. This is the inside of the quarters here. So you can't really see, because right now they're packing up, and that's why you see a lot of vehicles. Normally their vehicles aren't really parked out here, but right now the vehicles are parked out, so you can't really see what brings people out here every day. I mean, because people are out here every single day. Right now all you see is vans, but if you look to the right, there's a lot of restaurants as well. But yeah, they packing up right now. Yeah, this is the French Quarters. They done had a long day. Some of them made money, some probably didn't. Some probably said, I ain't made no money today. You know how it is when you ain't made no money. Not realizing whatever God give you, you're still blessed. You probably got more than some people. But you don't realize it because you're just thinking about what you didn't make or what you don't have, instead of being grateful for what you do have. But yeah, so this is the French market. I tried to give it to you on different angles. That's the middle of it. That's the courtyard. That's the middle of the French market right there. You can sit in there. They have tables and chairs, benches. There was a lot of homeless population out here too. Like if you look to the right, I can't really capture it. I was gonna show you. It's not really something I should be showing on. But yeah, this is where we are. Look how pretty that was. That's a mirror. New Orleans have lots of mirrors. Lots of mirrors. That was Dinah. What's she doing? We're back here again. This is the back part. You can't really see anything because there's so many vans out here. You know what? I think I'm gonna take y'all to Frenchman Street. To the right is the Mississippi River. I probably said that already though. This street right here, I'm about to make a left turn. This is Esplanade. I had a guy that was in my car. He was mad. And he was telling me that he was mad because he had bought a house on Esplanade. This Esplanade is pretty upscale. He had bought a house on Esplanade. He was a black guy. I'm making a right turn on Frenchman Street. He had bought a house on Esplanade, and that what really helped him, because he had been looking for a house and he couldn't find one that he could afford. But because it was COVID, and you know during COVID, they couldn't evict anyone. They couldn't evict you, and they couldn't put you out your house. And so the lady was losing her house to the bank. But what happened was the bank couldn't seize the house during COVID because, you know, it was against the law at the time. You couldn't seize the houses. You couldn't put anybody out. And so he got in touch with this lady, and he offered to buy the house from her. So she sold him the house. And so they had a guy that was already watching the house, waiting for the bank, because you know there's always those people out there, those bottom feeders, who feed off of people. So he had already been watching the house. He knew the lady was in the process of losing the house, so he was just waiting. But just so happened, this black guy, he found out that she was in the process of losing the house, and he offered to buy the house from her so she wouldn't lose it, because he really wanted the house anyway. So once the guy found out that he had got what they call it, I'm trying to think what's the word, some type of notice to say I'm selling you my house, he asked the guy could he buy it from him. I don't think it's called a bill of sale. It'll probably come to me. I can't think of the exact word for it. That when you're getting ready to purchase, a purchase agreement. That's what it is. So he was able to get a purchase agreement from the lady. He had, they had got together. This is Frenchman Street right here. But they had got together. They decided how much they were going to sell the house for. And so he's getting ready to buy the house from her, right? And the guy that I was telling you about, the bottom feeder, he found out that this guy had got a purchase agreement from the lady. And so and so this is what the man is telling me. He's sitting in my car and he's telling me the story. And he's like, the guy offered him $90,000 for the purchase agreement. So he said he went on and sold the purchase agreement to the guy because the guy wanted to buy the purchase agreement for $90,000. But he was mad, and I was asking him, I'm like, well, why are you so angry? He's telling me he broke up with his girlfriend. And I'm like, why? Why did you break up with your girlfriend? And he's like, because she's a school teacher, and she let me sell the purchase agreement for $90,000. Do you know the money I could have made off that house? And I'm like, I know, but you said yourself you didn't really even have the deposit that your dad, because he had told me his dad gave him the money for the deposit. I said, your dad gave you the deposit. I said, but now you got $90,000 free and clear. You can go buy something else. And he's like, he's all mad with the girlfriend. He broke up with her. She's a school teacher. She's supposed to be smart and intelligent. Why would she let me sell that house to this man? Now he's gonna make all this money. This was like $1 million sale and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, I get it, but I was stuck on the $90,000, me personally. And so I'm like, I get what you're saying. I said, but you got $90,000 free and clear. I said, now you in the game, and you don't have to ask anybody for anything. Now you have your own deposit. Maybe you can't get that particular house, but now you can go buy something else and flip it, if that's what you want to do. But, I wasn't really agreeing with him, so he was mad and he was upset. He even broke up with his girlfriend because she didn't stop him from selling the purchase agreement. So, I don't know. What y'all think about that? But, okay, I'm over and out.